Hello everyone and welcome to event number 9 of the Vera Tools British Kart Championships. We're here for the Paddock Show once again, and I think I've broken my curse. Usually it's rainy when I'm in a Paddock Show. Today it's not. My name is John Ratcliffe and joining me is someone who I think has actually been in more British Kart Champs events than I have so far this year. It's Eilidh McNaughton.
Third one so far. Very impressed by the circuit here. Really nice location. Lots of good vantage points for the spectators, so I'm sure we'll see some exciting racing.
I'm sure we will. There's lots going on behind us and they're going to get very noisy. So let's make our way over there, shall we? I think we've got one of the water swift classes out on circuit at the moment. But as you say, what a beautiful circuit this is. I've not been here before. I don't think you've been here before either, have you?
No, never.
So first time for both of us.
Yeah, in Cumbria. Close to the border, and we're actually in an old quarry. We're about to get in the way of someone.
Get run over. I think that's going to happen many times.
The recurring theme of the Paddock Show actually is just getting in the way.
It is. But yeah, what a lovely location, as you say, inside of an old quarry. So we're really down and low here. I don't know about, on sea level how low we are, but we're certainly lower than the land around, which means when it rains, suddenly the fog drops in. That's what we had yesterday and Friday. Luckily today, it's been a bit nice, hasn't it?
Yeah, skies are clearing up. I personally haven't looked at the forecast for tomorrow, so
I think
I feel
before
like
my
it could
chats
go
in the
either
paddock,
way.
people have been thinking it's still going to stay dry.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
You never know.
I'm
up
sure
here in
most
Cumbria.
of the drivers are hoping for a dry race, uncomplicated.
So. Yeah, I think so. I had a couple of chats with people who were saying that they don't want to see it wet because it just makes it more of a farce in terms of mechanicking, having to put all the new tyres on and everything, but that they could get some good results out of it. Let's have a look here in Evolve Motorsport. No one's in here.
Perfect start.
So, yeah, we can talk to a chassis of a car that has a lot of things missing.
And we've been told to search for food, but this is all they have is a half-empty can of Pepsi, a half-eaten Greggs, and some prawn cocktail shells.
You can't go pillaging a tent already, Eilidh.
The food of athletes.
The first one, yeah,
Greggs.
of athletes. Right, let's continue down. Let's see if we can actually try and find some drivers to talk to. As we say, we've seen Heat 1s already today. Heat 2s are now all just kicking off. So there's going to be a lot of moving parts in the paddock at the moment, isn't there? Lots of drivers coming back from sessions, lots going out. So we'll try and catch the people as best we can. But sorry if we miss anyone that you were waiting to see. Right, I can see some drivers' legs there for sure. Let's head into Jack Deck's Racing. I'll follow in behind you.
Hello. We're back again. I have already annoyed these drivers earlier today. Can we get another second on camera? You did so well the last time, so I may as well. Perfect, you're prepared. Do you want to talk a little bit about your weekend that you have coming up and what you have goals for it, what you're hoping?
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to secure 7th in the championship, if I'm honest. Had a bit of a rubbish race last race, but I mean, like, anything can happen. It's the final race.
And how do you feel about your season as a whole? Do you think it's been quite strong?
It's had ups and downs, it's been all right, but I mean, like, it's just like, it's my first season, full season in karting, and I mean, like, just trying to do the best I can, if I'm honest.
And what would you say has been your biggest lesson that you've learnt from your first year?
Don't send it into turn 1, probably.
I think that's good advice, sound advice. All right.
Well, I've got Alvin over here.
Okay.
He's not a chipmunk. He's a racing driver. I'm going to have a chat with him. Alvin. How you doing today, my friend?
Doing quite good.
Yeah? All good? How has it been? Are you from up north, down south? Where are you in relation to?
I'm, well, down south here. I think a lot of people are.
That's what I was going to assume, but I didn't want to assume.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear a Scottish accent. I thought that's the only way that you could be from further north. Bit of a drive to get here then, I assume?
Yeah, it was like 4 hours.
It's a long one. It's about the same for me. Has it been worth it?
It has, yeah. Well, first time here in Rowrah.
Okay.
Quite like the track.
Good.
Like, for the whole majority of the weekend, it's been wet. So, like, just now in the heats, we've got dry racing. So it's a bit of a challenge to, like, have to adapt because we didn't get much dry practice in. In fact, only one session was dry, I think. So, yeah, it was quite fun.
Nice. So really getting chucked in the deep end then with the heats straight into dry. Do you think it's still going to be dry tomorrow, or do you think we're going to be going back to wet, do you reckon?
I think looking at the weather report yesterday, it's going to be dry, but who knows if it's the British weather.
That is very true, especially up here in Cumbria, deep in a quarry. We never know what's going to happen. Now, you think that's what's going to happen, but what do you hope is going to happen? Would you prefer to stay dry or prefer to go wet?
To be honest, I don't really mind. I had quite good pace in both, so yeah.
Nice. All right. How are you finding the TKM as well? Good fun kart to drive?
Yeah, I really like the TKM. Like, it's a really competitive class, so yeah, like it.
Yeah, super competitive. Well, thanks for chatting with me, Alvin, and I wish you the best of luck for the rest of the weekend. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
All right, we've got another driver over here. Do you want to just introduce yourself, your class, and then tell me how you're feeling about this weekend?
Yeah, Andrew Platt, TKM Extreme. This weekend, I'll be honest, it's quite challenging. I've never been to this circuit before, so certainly a baptism of fire. I'll be honest, because it was wet all day yesterday, we actually had really good pace in the wet conditions. So again, it was really thrown at the deep end with qualifying. This morning with only one practice session in the dry. So really struggled, to be honest, in qualifying with, we've not done many laps around this circuit in the dry. But it certainly seems to be improving. We've just had the first heat. That definitely went, much more competitive performance and lap times compared to qualifying. So I'll be happy as long as we can keep improving, throughout the weekend. Try and get, within the top 10. By the final, then I'll be happy.
Perfect. And I spoke to you a little bit earlier, and you said you had quite a challenging season. What would you say has been the biggest takeaway from the season, the biggest lesson that you've learned that you're going to take forward with you as you continue karting?
Yeah, I think the biggest lesson for me is consistency. It's challenging for me as I'm not in the seat as much as some of the other drivers that I'm competing against, and some of the drivers, especially in a very, very close class such as TKM, where, a few tenths can be, from first to last place. You've really got to just maximise performance every single time that you're on track. And yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't race for about 10 years, so I started back in TKM January last year, and you just lose that race fitness. It's not something that you can go into a gym and train for. You've just got to be in the seat as much as possible and doing as many laps as you can, just to build up that stamina that'll certainly get you through those 15-minute finals, which has certainly been the biggest challenge for me, at the end of a 3-day weekend to hang on for those 15 minutes. So certainly just getting those laps in and getting that karting specific fitness that will help me get those better results hopefully next year.
Amazing. And you said that you're hoping for top 10 in the championship when you finish this weekend. How does that compare to what you were expecting when you started the season?
Yeah, to be honest, when I started the season I had no expectations really in terms of results. It's my first season competing in the British Championship, so it was more a case of learning. And I also think the better level of drivers that you're competing against is going to help me, improve my performance. So it's mainly about just the level of competition to improve my skill set. So, hopefully finishing in the top 10 in the championship. My first attempt as a rookie, in the British Championship, be over the moon. If we can secure that result by the end of the weekend.
Amazing. Well, good luck for this weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
See ya. All right, let's see what Johnny is up to. Where are you going to see? I've lost him. Okay,
Hello.
He's hiding outside.
Hello.
Perfect. Back on the correct sides.
That was a great little chat.
Yeah. I enjoy hearing, he had a really comprehensive outlook of his season. He wasn't stuck on the bad bits.
That's good.
Yeah.
It can be easy to do in
exactly.
karting.
Because I spoke to a lot of drivers earlier in the paddock, and a lot of them just said, "I've had a terrible season."
We've heard a few of that today.
Yeah, but you're still here.
We're going to dive in there because I have seen a couple of drivers in here. So I know, apologies to producer Fitchu, the lighting won't be great, but we're going to dive in here anyway. Hello, everyone. Happy to see us. Happy to see us. I'm coming straight to you, my friend. I know we had a little chat earlier for our quick fire interviews, but I don't think I actually caught your name during that.
Oliver Bowen.
Oliver, right, okay. Oliver, is this your car?
Yeah.
Should we stand in front of your car, have a little look at it? Looks like you got a little bit of scuffs on the front. That was there before, of course it was. No contact made today, right?
Nah.
Good. How's it been going then? You just had one heat so far, right?
Yeah. Got a second heat in about an hour and a half. Okay. So nice little break, but
That's a recharge.
Yeah.
Do you have anything in between? Any particular biscuit go-to for in between races?
not really, no.
Just drink a lot of water.
Yeah. Keep hydrated, really.
Good.
That's it.
Good. That's always good to do. So you've had one heat.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Good. Just need to change a bit of setup for it, but the next one. But good points for the championship as well.
What did you find with the setup that was particularly wrong?
Just the way it worked, really.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough. Was it sort of set up for the previous circuit you were at, and then you had to change it for here, or were you just sort of working it out?
We're just working it out.
Okay, no, understood.
We've only had one drive practice session so far, so
True. No, the one other person I've spoken to so far said exactly that. So it's not been the easiest to try and transition. And I think most people are thinking it's going to be dry for tomorrow as well.
yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
Okay.
All wet. We're fast in both, so
Fine, then. Doesn't really matter. You're going to be fast, whatever.
yeah.
Nice. Well, best of luck. What are you looking to gain from the weekend? Are you in with a shot with a championship, or are you just trying to work yourself out in the mid pack? How's it going now?
We can try and get 6th, maybe get 5th if it goes our way. So
Hopefully, a lot of skill and a bit of luck, and we'll see where you come.
yeah, that's motorsport.
Exactly, that is motorsport. Well, best of luck, Ollie. Thank you for chatting with us.
Thanks.
Cheers, mate. Well, hopefully, less markings on the front of your car by the end of the weekend. Cheers, mate. We've got Dog's Trust in the side of the van as well. Where will we be led
Wrong
to
side
next?
again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Been told off. sorry, Eilidh. I'll just let you take the rest of this, honestly.
It's been ingrained in me now. I'm always on the wrong side.
We've got Ollie running motorsport.
Yeah.
Couple of drivers spoken to already today, couple we haven't, so you can have a look in, see who's there. I know I saw Matteo Garcia earlier in the
there?
cafe.
I see him.
Who is over there? We'll go and talk to him in a second. Who is, if anyone, in here? Looks to be a little sparse.
Don't see any drivers.
It's a little sparse in Ollie Rollins. Right. Let's make our way around to Matteo then. Hi, Matteo. How are you today, Matteo? Are you doing all right?
Yes, we are trying some things on the heats. We are coming forward in the positions.
Okay, good.
So tomorrow in the final we can have a good position.
Fantastic. Well, that sounds very positive. I know I spoke to you, I think it was 2, maybe 3 rounds ago. You were saying you were really enjoying the British Kart Championships. Are you still enjoying it as much as you were then?
Yeah, I enjoy it too much. It's very competitive, like I said, and how comes the championship is more emotional.
For sure. Well, you were saying you're enjoying it too much, so the only thing from you want there to be more rounds for next year, right?
Yeah, I will be like to more rounds.
Just as much racing as possible.
Yeah, much racing as possible.
Lovely. What's the goal for this weekend then, Matteo?
The goal is win the race. That's the only goal.
What a silly question.
What a stupid question from me. Well, Matteo, we'll leave you on that, and I look forward to seeing you in the race.
Thank you.
Cheers, Matteo.
I've been told that you give handshakes after interviews as well. Do you do handshake? Fist bump?
Yeah.
I'll have one of
Perfect.
those. Thanks, Matteo.
Cameraman wants one as well.
Oh, James can't be left out. Thanks, Matteo. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Oh, I always like talking to Matteo.
Yeah.
Lovely kid. And we always get lots of chatter. I'm sure this will be played at the lunch break. I'm sure if you joined us from the rest of the stream, that you would have seen lots of chatter about Matteo. We're going to jump on. Is it Max? Yeah. Hi, Max. How you doing?
Good.
Your face doesn't say good. I can't lie.
No, it wasn't
No.
the best.
What happened?
But I was having a good race, and on the final lap, I went on the inside on the right and then went out, and then I got overtook just as I went out. So,
It all went to plan until right at the end, and you just got pipped.
yeah.
Luckily, it's just the first heat. That was the first heat or the second heat?
Second.
How did the first heat go?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still some decent results, though?
Yeah, 8th and 7th.
Okay, so still some good points towards the championship.
Not really.
I still think it's decent, mate. I think you should have a smile on your face. I think there's some good results. You're here in the British Kart Championships. This is a top level of karting in the UK. You still got a 7th and an 8th, but I'm sure you want more from the pre-finals and the finals tomorrow, right?
I want to win, yeah.
Of course.
The final and the final.
Everyone we've spoken to wants to win. You want to win. I'm sure we'll see it tomorrow, my friend.
Yep.
Keep smiling, and we'll see you soon. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Some difficult chats in the paddock.
Yeah.
It doesn't quite go your way. It's
No.
never nice. It's never nice to have to speak to someone
I like
after,
that he
especially when
opened
they're
up
me.
after you asked. First,
Because he said good, and I was like, well, your face does not say good.
No, exactly.
So, but it's just how it goes in racing, and also, yeah, so young. I mean, so young, having to deal with the trials and tribulations of motorsport.
Yeah, such a long weekend as well. So many on-track sessions for them to deal with. And I can imagine when you're that young, if you have a really bad session, it's hard to get out of your head.
Yeah, no, I still find that at the moment when I have a bad session, stuff to put it behind you and get on with the next one. But we're getting close to a noisy generator, so let's move our way this way. We've got the premium karting awning. You want to stick your head in, Eilidh, see if I can see a couple of drivers already. Oh, watch out. Don't get run over. 74's coming flying past.
All right, more drivers avoiding us. That's okay. You've got right of way,
Some
I
lovely
think.
lids as well.
Oh yeah, that is
We're
nice.
on lid watch.
That is nice.
Not to be confused with the other kart circuit. We're at Rowrah.
Have you found a favourite? Favourite
lids?
helmet? Yeah.
I mean, that one's up there for me.
Yeah,
I like the
I
colour.
like
I
that.
don't usually see orange on a
Who's
helmet.
this?
At least that sort of
61.
style of orange.
Ooh.
Ah, it's Louis Johnston Cool's kart.
Nice.
Louis Johnston Cool's helmet. Beautiful. Thank you very much, sir.
We're causing a traffic
Well, let's
jam.
see. I think we've got a driver who's just about to venture out on circuit. Let's see if you can dive in and have a little chat.
All right. Very, very quick interview. Introduce yourself. What class? What are you about to do?
I'm Josh Agambar, about to go out in Senior X30 for Heat 2.
Amazing. And what's your goal for the session?
Just not be slow.
What's your goal for the whole weekend? Do you have a position in mind?
Just get the seed and just have a bit of fun realistically.
Coming to the end of the season, how are you hoping to wrap up? Are you looking back on the season positively or things that you can improve?
Yeah, had a positive season, but look to improve for next season.
Amazing. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
All right. We've lost John on the way. Who's he managed to find? Who have we got?
Hello. I was so unprepared for that, man. I have not.
A jump scare.
Luke doesn't want to talk to me, but I'm still going to talk to him. Hi, Luke. How's it going, Luke?
It's going all right.
I know you said I don't want to talk to you because I've already talked to you. That really hurt my feelings. No, not even an apology, Luke.
Nah.
Well, thank you, mate. Luke, remind me which class you're racing in.
Senior TKM.
Senior. I nearly said Senior CKM then.
Did the same thing.
I'm going to blame Luke for that one. Luke, how's it gone so far today?
Ups and downs. First time at the track, so just learning the track still.
Okay. Yes, my first time as well. It's a beautiful circuit, isn't it? Is it just as beautiful and fun when you're out there on track?
Oh yeah, it's a great track to drive. Yeah,
Lots of ups and downs, lots of technical bits and bobs. You're enjoying it then?
yeah, really windy and
Good. So, have you done one heat or two heats so far?
just one.
Just the one. And how did that go? Did you start well, press on, or fell off a bit at the end? What happened?
We started sick, then it dropped off a bit at the end and a few mistakes, but
Yeah, fair enough. What's the goal for heat 2 then? Just continue to improve on that?
yeah, push forward a bit hopefully and.
Nice. Are you involved in the championship battle at all, or where are we in that sort of foray?
I think anywhere from 6th is doable. Okay. But yeah.
I think that's pretty positive. Well, you didn't want to speak to me, but thanks for chatting with me anyway. Cheers, mate. Have a nice day.
All right. We've got Jessica Fitchhall over here, if we can manage to squeeze in. All right. First, I have to introduce the special guest, Phoebe. She made an appearance on the Paddock show last time as well. She's very comfortable in the Paddock. She's happy to be here.
She tired herself out on the journey here.
Does she like exploring the Paddock, or she just stays in the corner?
She kind of stays in the corner. She doesn't really bother with other dogs.
All right. We'll talk about the serious stuff now. Onto the racing. You've had a big few weeks, but how are you feeling about this weekend?
That one wasn't the way to go, but obviously we're getting quicker, so that's the main thing. But like I said last time, just little bits make a big difference. So, yeah.
And do you have a reflection on the season as a whole? Are you looking back on it positively? Anything you think that you could have done better, or that you're going to work on next time?
I mean, to be honest, we've never done any of the tracks before, so I think it's all positive, really, yeah.
And since it's your first time at all the tracks, what's been your favourite one so far?
I think GYG, yeah, GYG.
Yeah. Why is that?
Just, there's a variation of corners, because obviously you've got, is it the Devil's Elbow? I'm not too sure on the names, but that, and then you had the nice, lovely, long corners at the back. It was just a nice mixture between the two.
Amazing. Well, what does next year look like for you?
I'm not too sure. So I'm not too sure what's happening between TKM and British. So ideally, if that carries on, we'll do another round, of course, yeah.
Amazing. Well, lovely to talk to you again. Good luck for this weekend. All right. He's waiting patiently out here for us. Let's see who else we can find.
Hello.
Have you scouted any more drivers?
I tried to. This alley is a bit barren, I can't lie.
Okay.
So then we're going to have to move our way up that way,
Yeah.
closer to the noise of the engines.
On different sides.
Sorry. I'll never get it right.
We need to start a counter on the screen of how many times
Yeah, we do. We need something on James's each of his shoulders to tell us which side we should be on.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to point out.
Oh, I see some fruit.
I've had a look in Jamie Green. Okay, yeah, there's food to steal if you
Yeah.
want to go in and steal, but I don't think there was any drivers. Last time I checked, anyway. A lovely little awning. Hello, sir. That's understandable. That's no problem at all. We've got food to steal. What food can we steal?
This is a very nice setup, actually. I commented on that earlier.
The famous fruit that I had to move out the way for my interview with Fred Green, or was it Will Green? I get the two Greens mixed up. It was Fred. Thank you, James, behind the camera. It was Fred. We had to move this bits of fruit just to have a chat with him a couple of rounds ago. Anything you want to nick?
No, I'm not encouraging this kind of behaviour.
I want a chocolate bar, so I'm not going for that.
Well, they've got a nice setup here, actually. Some porridge, breakfast. That's a little bit better than what we saw earlier with the half-eaten Greggs and a Pepsi.
Carlos Sainz has left his bucket out on the side as well.
Yep.
So he's clearly dropped in on his way to Singapore.
Speaking of Carlos Sainz.
Yes?
Just kidding. I've been told there's no spoilers for F1 quali.
No, do not spoil it. Even though this is
I'm under
on
strict
Sunday
instructions.
lunchtime, I do not want to know. But one thing I did want to mention, of course, as we said earlier, we've had the Heat 1s out on circuit, the Heat 2s are all out now, so this might be slightly outdated information by the time you actually see this video, but in the Junior X30s, Macaulay Bishop this season has looked unstoppable.
Yeah.
I think he's about 50 points in the lead of the championship.
Yeah.
Heat number 1, it's not gone well for him. He's not finished well, and he's got a penalty, P12, in Heat number 1, when we've seen him win by a long time, when James is getting attacked by a wasp. But yeah, Macaulay Bishop, maybe a little bit of a plunder there to take for the rest of the drivers. He didn't do as incredibly as we've usually seen at the last round, hasn't started well from here today, could be an opportunity that the drivers really need to try and catch him in the championship.
Yeah, but like you say, he's done so well this season, so I feel like he has so much confidence in himself and his driving style, so I'm sure that he'll, like if we asked him what his goal was, he'll 100% say P1. Like I don't think he has any doubts,
No,
but
that's it.
it should make for an interesting pre-final tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure, and he's one of the few drivers that we have seen across two different classes, races in Junior X30 and races in Junior Rotax.
And he's had a good season in both of them.
Both of them, which is so impressive. Right, where are we then? The ORM awning.
No drivers. And they normally have music
I want to sit
blaring
on
in
that
here.
sofa.
That's good. That's a good
We've got a driver. We've got a driver. Go on.
Okay.
Dive in and have a little chat.
All right. Who do we have here?
George Clark.
And what class are you racing in?
I'm in Water Swift.
And how's your weekend gone so far?
Decent. Could have been better.
What happened? Why could it be better?
Well, qualifying, I qualified last. Not the best. It could have been better.
Not the best. But how are you going to improve the rest of the weekend? You've still got lots of time. All the important bits still to come.
I'm just going to push forward in the pre-final and hopefully I can get like 10th or 11th and that would be good for the final.
Any favourite spots on the track that you've eyed out to overtake?
I think the late right down the back.
You've got a good view here actually. You can sit and watch the racing. Not bad at all. You've got nice setup, nice couch. Perfect. Well, good luck for this weekend.
Thank you.
All right. John's made himself at home.
Just take a seat. It'll all be fine. I was going to chat to George's dad as an excuse to sit here, but then he ran away and said he didn't want to chat to me. So I've got you instead. But I don't actually know who you are, sir.
Dylan Cooper.
And you are?
Team principal.
Okay. I think I asked his dad earlier. It's just the one car on the awning this weekend.
Yeah, just one car at the moment. Next year we've got a couple junior drivers joining us, so we're starting to do Junior X30. But yeah, we've got another cadet driver in the IME Water Swift Restricted, Callum Graham, who's doing LGM, but he's not doing British Champs this year, unfortunately.
Okay. No, understood. Hasn't been going so far today for George.
Yeah, it was good. We had a poor qualifying to start off the day, but he's been doing well. He's implementing his driver coaching, and he's done well in the first heat and the second heat, making up some places. So yes, it should be good for the pre-finals for tomorrow.
Nice. Well, that's all sounding good. Well, thank you for chatting with me, and thank you for letting me sit on this very comfy air sofa. I think I need to. How much was this?
80 quid.
Nice. I'm investing. Thanks, mate. Oh, I can barely even get up. Right. Off we pop.
Sunk into that one.
Oh, I really did. Cheers, guys. Thank you.
I think that's actually the favourite sport of the paddock, not karting, but volunteering people who hate being on camera.
It is, honestly.
To get on the microphone.
No one ever will say, I'll be on camera. They'll say, this person over here.
They'll usher someone and say, he'll do it.
We seem to be almost back where we started.
Yeah.
See, because when we walked past Fusion, there was pretty much no one in the tent.
Okay.
One of the biggest tents here, not only today, but
I was
across
so impressed
British
with
kart
their
jumps.
awning when I went in, honestly.
It is very impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lots of drivers involved, lots of personnel involved in the team.
Yeah.
A lot of moving
quite
parts.
Intimidating. I walked in earlier and it was just like everyone staring.
It is a little bit. It's
Quite
a very
big
much
team.
a knit, tightly knit family.
Yeah.
I can definitely see a few more drivers in here. So now we're going to get involved. I think we've got about 5 minutes left to go on the timer. Chat to a couple of drivers. And we'll
Let's
round this
see
thing up from a
who we
now
can
sunny
find.
Rowrah.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it has improved a lot
That's
since
lovely.
we've been
I'm
talking.
too hot. Right, who's in here?
I
I can see Jesse Phillips over there.
Oh.
George Edgar. We haven't let's have a chat with George Edgar. Oh, I got 2 of them. We got 3 of them. Right, oh boys, no, come back. He's off. Right, I'm talking to both of you. Can I sit in the middle? Actually, no. Yeah, you scooch across, and I'll go on this side. Right. I know we've got George here, and I'm so sorry, mate. I've forgotten your name.
Jarlath.
Yarla Sire, of course. Now, both you two, you're in the same class, if I'm right in thinking. Yes. How's it been going so far today? You've had both of your first heats, right?
Yeah, we have.
And how did it go for yourself, Yarla?
I got 6th and 8th. First one wasn't that good, got smashed off, and the second one good.
It wasn't your fault that you got smashed off, then. It was completely the other person's fault.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's never your fault, is it, Yarla?
Oh no, never mind.
Never. Right, George, what about yourself?
Yeah, good. All right, first heat, come third, and then managed to win the second heat, which hopefully puts me into second in the championship.
Nice. Okay, so you're fighting for the championship this weekend, then?
I'm fighting for second, but
Fighting for second. Well, you're up there now. Just got to keep it for the rest of the session.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So George has a win. When are you getting a win, Yarla?
I won at Shennington.
Of course. But I mean this weekend.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. One on the cards tomorrow?
Hopefully, yeah.
Another one for you?
Yeah, hopefully.
Cool. Pre-final winner, final winner, or pre-final winner, final winner?
I'm going to win the final. He can win the pre-final.
I'll win the final.
Okay. Bit of rivalry. I'm going to win the final. Right, see you guys later. Thanks for chatting with me. Who else have we got now?
We don't have to go far for our next driver.
Lovely. Thanks, Jesse.
Who have we got here?
Jesse Phillips.
And what class are you racing in?
I'm your Water Swift.
Amazing. And how's your weekend gone so far?
Yeah, very good. Very good.
What results have you had?
So we've had a second and a third, which is good results.
So I'm assuming you're hoping for P1 tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I think I don't need to do that much to win the championship, so I really want to help George to get second in the championship, and that would be really good.
Nice. Well, John just mentioned how much of a tight-knit team it is at Fusion, so it's good to hear. Reflecting on your season as a whole, obviously you feel like you're secure in the championship, so I would say it's a pretty positive season.
Yeah, it's been an amazing season. We've got so many wins. Well, I haven't actually won a race this season. Hopefully this weekend can be the first, but also it will be quite nice just to win the championship.
And what's been your favourite moment of the season? Do you have a favourite track?
My favourite track, probably PFI or Rowrah. This track.
Well, hopefully you can get your first win on your favourite track.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Where are we headed? Oh, I see him.
Hello.
He's waiting for me in the
Let's
other
go
end.
this way.
Watch the small children in the way.
I think we can get him in the Water Swift pretty soon.
Yeah,
I'd say.
yeah. Start them young.
Let's head out. I think we've come pretty much
Full
to the end of our
circle.
time
Yeah.
for the Paddock show. And as we said before we went in the awning, it's lovely and sunny now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's actually blue skies, perfect day.
I didn't expect this from Cumbria, I'm not going to lie.
No,
I was-
but we did have a lot of drivers mentioning that it's actually maybe more difficult because they've had hardly any dry running.
Yes, it was
So-
all pretty much wet yesterday, I
Yeah.
think, and then
Yeah.
today getting 1 or 2 sessions in, but then being chucked straight into the heats for lots of dry running. Should
Yeah.
be very exciting, whether it's wet or dry, tomorrow or today, maybe as you're watching this on the live stream. Either way, the racing's going to be brilliant, isn't it,
Yeah,
Eilidh?
I'm really excited. First time at Rowrah. Excited to see some new champions. Hopefully.
Exactly. We're going to be crowning a lot of champions, 7 I think to be exact tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this on the stream, don't go anywhere, stay exactly where you are because we're going to get on with the finals very shortly. If you're watching this on the Alpha Live YouTube channel or the Motorsport UK YouTube channel, click onto the channel. You'll either find the stream live or a playback of the stream to watch it back because the race is going to be epic. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you there.